We take you live now to North York, where the province's SIU is providing an update after a man died over the weekend after being tasered by police.
Investigations unit is investigating after the death of a man in North York last night. The call was initially received about a disturbance. This was at about 20 to 6 last night. Officers arrived and located a man inside the home. There was an interaction and there was a taser that was discharged. There was a physical altercation, and then that was followed by the man being handcuffed. The man then went vital signs absent, and then police administered first aid and called EMS, and then they helped the man until EMS arrived and they took over, and then the man was subsequently pronounced deceased. The SIU was here through the night, and we have a number of civilian witnesses that are being interviewed. The man was a resident at the address. He'd lived there for a short time, and there were other civilians in the home at the time this took place. I understand there is body-worn camera footage. However, we have not yet received it, so that has not yet been reviewed. And as I said, there are witnesses still being interviewed at this time. If there's any questions, I'll try to answer best I can.
Was there a knife? Did the man who died, was he armed with a knife?
At this time, I can say there was a knife recovered at the scene. However, how that knife may or may not have played a role is under investigation. As I said, we have not yet reviewed the body-worn camera footage, and witnesses are still being interviewed at this time.
You mentioned that the initial call was for a disturbance. Can you talk about what that disturbance actually was and who made that call? Was it someone from inside the home?
I actually don't know. So the information I have is that it was a disturbance and police were called. Now, it was a short time. So the call came in at about 5:41 p.m. and then by the time the EMS was requested, that was at 5:59. So it was a fairly short period of time. And so SIU investigators are looking to speak to people who were in the home, who witnessed things, and then any witness officers who might be designated, as well as that body-worn camera footage. That will be really essential in painting a picture of what happened.
Do you know how many people were inside the home?
I don't know how many. I just know there were a number of people in there, yeah.
Did the physical altercation happen before the taser went off? And then was the man handcuffed when he went into medical distress?
The preliminary information I have is that the man was tasered and then there was a physical interaction following that with officers, and then the man was handcuffed. That's the information I have. Now, once we review footage and talk to witnesses, that may change a bit, but that's based on the preliminary information I have at this time.
Was anyone else in the house injured at all during this altercation?
I don't have any information about any injuries other than the death of the man yet. So as far as I know, no serious injuries for anyone else.
Obviously, an autopsy is going to be performed to find out what caused this man to go into medical distress.
Yes.
I mean, did he suffer any physical injuries from the physical interaction with officers?
Yeah, I mean, these are all really good questions, right? And these are things that we're going to be looking at. Did the taser play a role in this man's death? Was there any type of physical struggle that might have contributed? Were there drugs in his system? That sort of thing. So the questions, they will be answered in due time. There will be a postmortem exam that will be done tomorrow morning, and all these things will help answer all those questions.
Do you know if there was a call for a person in crisis? Like, was this a call where police would have needed to have one of their crisis intervention?
That's not the information I have, no. It was more about a disturbance. That's the information I have, and the man lived at the address.
Are you able to confirm or deny if there was a break-in here?
No, I don't have information about that. There may have been some initial information received on that, but that was quickly made to be not true, sort of thing. Yeah. So I was told it was a disturbance at the address.
And the man lived here
he was a short time.
Here?
Yes. Yeah.
A short time, as in a few months, a few weeks.
Less than that. Yeah.
Less than a week?
Less than that. He was a resident here for a short time.
Was it just one officer that deployed their taser?
I don't have that information. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I was told a taser, but who knows? Yeah.
Do you know how many officers would have been inside the home when this
No,
was happening?
no, I don't. I don't have designations yet because we want to review the body-worn footage before.
Sorry, I just want to clarify Charlotte's question. The resident lived here for less than a week or less than a few months?
I would say less than a few months, and about that, yeah, a short time. Yeah.
And how old is the man?
32 years old. The man was 32 years old.
You know where he's from?
I do not, no.
Is this house broken up into apartments? Do you know?
I understand that the man lived probably in a lower level. As far as other people, I'm not really sure. That's the information that I have.
So he may have been renting. Are the homeowners, do they live here too?
No idea. Yeah, I don't have that information. Thank you.
Thanks, Kristy.
We've been getting a brief update from the province's Special Investigations Unit, providing an update after a man died over the weekend after being tasered by police in some sort of interaction. From what we understand, that the man was a resident of the home. We're also learning that a knife was recovered, but we're not exactly sure how it played out in the situation. But police also have not yet reviewed body-worn cameras, which will obviously play an important part of this investigation.